Having just returned from Eretz Yisrael, I can tell you that the people there are going to get through this current crisis. They live every day trying so hard to make life as normal as possible. It's like trying to live in the Twin Cities while being surrounded by madness, threats, and anxiety. It isn't easy, but our people do it very well. We have kids from our religious school who are over there, from college, who are traveling. We have members of our synagogue in Israel right now, and they're all in our prayers. They're in our prayers and our thoughts as we think of all of our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel trying to make a life against all odds. Right beneath this video, you'll be able to click onto a number of, I think, very astute and helpful observations about what's going on in Israel. Letters from the leaders of our movement, from the Reform movement, from other organizations who have a careful eye on the situation. What I'd like to speak about today, because there are so many things we could talk about, is the Torah portion, Pinchas. And Pinchas, as we know, was a zealot who took the law into his own hands and actually murdered someone in the midst of an act that Pinchas felt was absolutely outrageous, and many others did as well. However, Pinchas's response is one that makes us shudder today. It was a violent one of extremism, and it reminds us of what is going on in Israel, especially what took place following the horrible murder of the 3 Israeli youth who were hitchhiking home and were callously killed on the road. And that was the murder of the innocent Arab boy in Israel. That was just as painful to us as the murder of the 3 Israelis almost 2 weeks before. It is horrifying to us that people who claim to do this for their Jewish values and seeking revenge do not reflect what Judaism really teaches us about seeking peace and pursuing it. Justice is different than vengeance, and justice is something that needs to be sought by Israel and by all the parties in the Middle East. It is reassuring to see the reaction of so many of Israel's leaders to the murder of this innocent Arab youth. And we not only applaud that, we encourage people in Israel to speak out and seek not only the peace in the region with the enemies, but seek peace within Israel so that we all are united in trying to bring to that region something that we've been yearning for so long, and that is Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.